What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jimena, Freeway Radio. We on site. This is the edition where I pull up on people and interview them in their element. I'm so excited. I'm trying new things. Catch me in the studio. Let's see who we got. We got some producers. We got some artists. Whatever it is, I'm pulling up on them and seeing how they do it. Let's go. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jimena, Freeway Radio. We out here on the Pull Up on Site edition where we pull up on people during their element, in their element. Today, I have the honors. What's up, Cypress, Moreno? How we doing?
Right. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thanks for pulling up.
Of course. We had to pull up, today we have somebody who spearheaded LA's new wave. Reason of your favorite songs today. He has been a huge highlight in the LA music. Artist, producer, A&R, DJ, all in one. Cypress Moreno. Thank you again for letting me interview you. We had an interview once, Rolling Loud. I believe I interviewed you through Power 106. Still waiting on the interview, but we had to get it up to date. From then to now, it's been a little over a year. It's been a little over a year, and I've seen you grind. I've seen you drop singles practically weekly, if I could say. For sure, it's been weekly records. You were one of the first producers I saw really do their own thing and be different in the sense of you dropped albums. What was the first album you dropped?
I dropped, it was a mixtape called Tapped In.
Mixtape?
That was like 2021. It actually was, 2021.
2021, and I believe a few months after that, you dropped 222.
Correct. Yeah.
And that was around like February. You kind of. What was the meaning behind the 222? Why those numbers?
It was just a date, but just to play off the 222.
Just to play off the two, and of course we know all those are through your label. And before we get into your label, Cash 22, I know you just recently dropped another mixtape album. What was that one called?
Yeah, I just dropped some shit with Rucci. It was through Empire with Mac and Co. Still here. No, been here, still here.
Been here, still here. Yeah. That was recently. How has that been doing for you?
It's been good.
Yeah. What's it like being in the studio with Rucci?
Shit, it was I feel like we got good chemistry, so everything was pretty smooth. It was easy to work with him.
Yeah.
And then he knocks out songs like fast. He does like 5-6 songs every session. So.
Okay. What's your day-to-day? Like, because you be in the studio almost every day, I believe.
Yeah, my day-to-day now, shit, I wake up, depending on the day. Like, I spend time with the family.
Right.
Then I hit the studio. Maybe come home, eat some dinner, then go back to the studio.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
And you mentioned family. You recently just had a baby boy. He's beautiful.
Thank you.
How is it being a father and being so disciplined and committed to the game, to the rap scene? How do you do it?
It changed. It changed a lot of. Shit. Being a father, first and foremost, it's a blessing. It's great. I love it. Definitely look forward to waking up every day and just having that company and that energy.
Right. I see your baby, like he bitty bopping to the pianos and whatnot. How do you feel when you see him? Like, do you feel it's surreal?
Yeah, it's a trip.
It's a trip for sure, and
it's definitely already in him.
It is in him. Yeah. I feel like that's a huge part of right now your day-to-day, because you're a father and you're highly involved. And shout out to everybody that's there for their kids and that is willing to be able to be there for their kids and still grinding, and kind of like your lifestyle did, I'm sure, change in a way. But I really wanna get into
back on
this.
That though, to answer your question, I don't do it by myself too. So yeah.
Okay, who do you do it with?
I do it with my girl. So
yeah, shout out to your girl. Shout out to the females holding it down. Because while he's working them late night shifts, the female is holding it down at the house. And I really want to get into. I feel like the world knows you've been on tour with multiple artists, such as Shoreline Mafia. Who else have you been on tour with?
Shit, Rucci, Kaylin, One Take, AZ Chai, a bunch of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of all those, who has been your favorite?
I wouldn't say I have like a favorite. I feel like it was just every artist was a different dynamic,
Yeah,
different set, different energy. All great performers.
Yeah. I feel it. So truly, from then to now, what would you say in getting your first placement? Like, what has changed from then to now? Like, towards the business, what has really changed you?
Business wise, what's changed is like now, for the most part, when I get a placement, depending on the song or my involvement with the song, I get like a primary artist tag, which some records I'm featured as an artist, even though I'm not like rapping or singing on it. And then most records now is like putting it out as I'm the artist with the artist.
Got you.
So that's definitely changed, and that's been a process in itself. It's just business. It'd be lawyer conversations and different negotiations and shit like that.
You think you got smarter with your money and smarter in your plays and the way you do it?
Yeah, I mean, still learning, still figuring out.
Still learning.
But now, like, I'm definitely more, I guess, not cautious with my money, but yeah, I guess smarter.
Yeah. Young Cypress to Cypress Moreno now, what would be like the advice you would tell your younger self?
Man, save some money. Yeah, because I spent a lot.
I think we all do. We gotta live it to learn it, for real. Especially when you touch larger amounts from what you're used to, you kind of just want to splurge on yourself. Shout out mama, shout out everybody. I understand. Being in your inner circle, I've heard you have had multiple mixtapes coming up. I know you have some collaborations with artists throughout LA. Which ones are you looking forward to the most?
Man, I just want everything to drop, for real. I feel like this year now, I'm in drop music.
Can you leak some of like the artists you will be collabing with?
Yeah, next week, I got 2 on 03 Greedo's tape.
Okay.
So I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that, but yeah.
Shout out Greedo. Okay.
And then it's our birthday week next week, so.
Hell yeah. Shout out my Pisces. Come on. That's why we working hard right now, because we gotta drop all of our hard work. And that's crazy. Birthday twin, for real, same day and everything. We're creators, we create. This is what we do. It's our passion, for real. Shout out to all my Pisces, all my creators doing that. How is your creative process? Like, what would you say kind of differs you from the rest of the producers out here?
That's a great question. So my creative process will start there. Just, man, I guess I take my daily, my day by day routine, and I do apply it to whatever I got going on in the studio. But yeah, day to day it just changes. Sometimes it's spontaneous. Somebody might hit me that, hey, I'm in town, where you at? Pull up, or vice versa. Now that I got my own studio, people be pulling up on me, and we just be working. I've been cooking up from scratch a lot. I be getting loops from a lot of different producers too.
Okay.
So that kind of keeps me just from being stagnant and just.
We're digging deep through music, really.
Yeah, the loops just kind of. Whenever I get loops from other producers, and now I'm like very selective, and I really, I listen to everything that's sent to me, and I just pick and choose. I kind of get a little organized.
Yeah.
Set shit aside. But yeah, it'd be like sometimes I just pull up shit from the night before. Sometimes I just dig deep in my laptop. I might have started something I haven't finished. Yeah. It's all over the place, for real.
You've worked with a lot of artists, a lot of producers. What would you say is the difference, and what was your favorite, in the sense of like working with different LA producers, or such as working in the East Coast or in the Bay Area? What would you say is kind of the difference, and how do you guys kind of unite?
Yeah, in LA, I feel like LA producers, the tempo. I mean, it's easy to work with LA producers.
Yeah.
I feel like I've adapted because I still be using the same software.
Okay.
I use Ableton, and a lot of LA producers use FL Studios. But no, I like going out of town to work with other producers. I just kind of pick up on, their process, and Yeah, their sound. And
I got you. Is there a different approach you have if you were trying to hit up? So, okay, something my listeners, my audience, they don't know what it is to be a producer. So when you A&R a track, and A&R is pretty much the mastermind behind somebody making a record together. They kind of put the beat together and they kind of get the artist and they kind of choose what will sound good. That's what being in A&R is. It's a tough job. Of course, Cypress does it too. How would you say how do you put it all together? How would you make the record all together?
I'm going to use the Greedo record, for example.
Okay.
Like, this is a record that started off as just me collabing with an out-of-town producer. Out-of-town producer, the homie.
Okay.
His name is B Wolf. B Wolf 201. He from New Jersey.
Okay.
And then this is somebody who's came to LA multiple times. I think I've caught him out of town when I was, like, in New York or something, too. But it really just started with him sending me, like, a folder of loops to go through.
Okay.
And then so it starts, from making the beat. This particular, I guess, this scenario. So made the beat first. Just had it.
Okay.
Made the beat, had it in my laptop, had it in my phone. Pulled up on Babyface Ray. He was at an Airbnb. Played on the beat. I only played 2 beats. He wanted the first one, and then I was like, let me play a couple more. I played the second one. He was like, all right, load this one up. Get the verse and the hook from Babyface Ray. Get the session. He gives me the record. And now I have this song with just Babyface Ray and an open verse. Just kind of like,
it was there.
In the vault.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a couple artists that I kind of played it for, and, a couple people that passed up on it. But when Greedo got out, we were DMing. I had sent him, like, some beats. And then I mentioned, like, oh, I got this record. And then he was like, yeah, send it. And he sent it back, like, within 24 hours.
What?
So it was like, I produced the beat, put it to the Airbnb, got the verse, got the hook, had it for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out, damn, who should I put on this? How do I finish this record?
Can y'all believe that's how we make a record? Can y'all believe that's how records are made? You pull up to the Airbnb, say, hey, I have a beat. I think it sounds good, and you kind of like see who passes up or who sounds fire on it. That's so dope. That's so dope. What's the difference for you being a DJ and being a producer? Because you started off being a house DJ, right?
Not a house DJ, but just a DJ.
Party DJ, my bad.
All around house parties, clubs, quinceañeras, everything. Just all around DJ. Open format. I guess that's format. That's the correct term. But being a DJ and a producer, now it goes hand in hand, because when I DJ, I pretty much just play all my shit, like all the records. Okay. All the records I have. I play other people's stuff too, but for the most part, you'll probably hear like 80% Cypress records.
That's hard.
Songs that I put out or songs that I produce.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say like right now it does go hand in hand, because like everywhere I go, like I'm promoting myself, I'm playing my stuff.
And do you think you have more opportunity being a DJ to promote your tracks?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
Where would you say is your number one top favorite place to DJ at, and why?
I'd say that's a great question. I like the Bay Area. The Bay Area is like a...
Yeah, Bay Area people. Bay Area, they be hard. They put up. I just think their vibe there is pretty lit. So you would say Bay Area. Bay Area has good energy. I'm a for sure agree with you on that one.
Arizona too.
Arizona. Yeah, I've never been out there like that, but I feel like Arizona also has like the West Coast vibe and shit. And what are some stuff you're working on? What is something, because it's the beginning of the year right now, and Freeway Radio plans to collab with you again, to help you or help me as well. Help me help you situation where I want to promote your shit. What was something that's coming up for Cypress aside from all the collaborations? What's something else you're working on?
That's a great question too. Because I just work every day, so I can't like pinpoint like this is what I'm working on. Yeah. So right now it's just I'm just working every day. I'm just making more music,
grinding,
trying to be trying to be creative.
Hell yeah.
But stuff like stuff that's gonna drop. I'm gonna drop an EP.
Okay.
Just 3 songs. It's Sway, Bravo, and Peso. It's called Free the Homies since all of them are incarcerated right now. And I got music with all of them, so I just thought,
Okay. Any dream collaborations you have?
Dream collaborations. Dang. That's a good one. It'd have to be like, I don't know, like a OG artist.
Okay.
Like a Dr. Dre, Snoop.
For sure.
Quick.
That'd be hard.
All on one record or something.
Some LA.
50 Cent. Definitely
50. That'd be hard.
I need like the next BMF. I don't know, like a BMF banger.
Okay. I fuck with it. What are you bumping right now?
What am I bumping right now? That's a good question. I gotta check my phone. See what I have to say. I bump like all my unreleased music all the time. But
the luxury, you could do that for sure.
I've been playing Skilla Baby. I've been playing Baby Money. They're both in Detroit.
Okay.
Shit, who else? I be playing a lot of Babyface, right? Oh, Lil Tyler.
Oh, shout out Lil Tyler though.
Yeah.
I've been hearing his shit. Young kid from Florida. Lil Tyler, hit my line. I'm gonna interview you soon. Mm-hmm. No cap. Yeah. So how do you find your artists?
Shit, Instagram. Really.
Instagram?
Yeah.
People hit you up a lot?
People do hit me up. Yeah.
To work? Are like, hey, let's get in the studio. Are you I think you mentioned that you're pretty selective.
Yeah, I mean, it depends now. That was just, I'm more business oriented. So like people are hitting me and it's on the business tip and they trying to shop for some beats.
Yeah.
Then I'll definitely, entertain that.
Okay. Anything exciting coming up this year? Is there anyone you're gonna go on tour with, or any festivals that you plan to hit or anything?
Shit. Off the top of my head, no. But I'd say just I'm kind of day by day with it. Like,
day by day with it.
I'm more focused this year on like getting this music out. So like definitely expect more music videos and just more of like a rollout, better rollouts with the music. And
would you say those are some of your goals for this year as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Get more content out there.
More content, and I'm gonna drop a lot of music. I'm ready. This is my third EP since.
30 EP.
Technically since December. I'm treating it as like my third EP.
Yeah, so it was Doing It, or did you start?
Oh yeah, no, that was end of summer last year. But no, I ended the year with Tour Files.
Tour Files.
Me and Phoenix flexing.
Okay.
5 songs is going up.
You guys have a lot of songs, right?
Yeah, we got.
What would you say is the connection there?
It was just a Shoreline connection, being on the road with him, getting to know him.
Yeah, how was it being being Shoreline Mafia's producer, one of them?
Shit. At the time when I was with him, I wasn't really producing like that.
Okay.
So it was more so they had their in-house producers, but like towards the end of it, once I started, I really was producing while we was on the road. So like a lot of music came from being on the road with them.
Okay.
I'd say like, yeah, I towards the end of like that whole thing is when I really started to pick up the production.
Yeah.
So I got like a couple of Shoreline records that are out right now.
That's hard.
I got a couple that are like,
get the facts straight. You see,
in the vaults.
Okay. Females. I know you've collabed. I think you've had some sort of songs with some females.
Yeah, right now I'm working with Daisy Lynn.
Yeah, she's hard.
She's dope.
Daisy Lynn, hit my line. She's dope too. I think I heard Love Affairs. You have a song with her. Yeah. Any other females?
I just cooked up some shit with. They're from the Bay, Sulan.
Okay.
So.
Are you open to working with female artists?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm trying to think. I'm probably leaving a couple out, but.
Okay, shout out to all my ladies out there doing it for real. Any advice you have for people in the music industry?
Shit, just work hard, be yourself, protect your energy, and put in that work, put in them hours. This doesn't happen overnight, but 10 plus years in this.
10 plus years.
And just now, I feel like I'm really starting to kind of
get your flowers. And
yeah, I'd say just figure shit out.
Okay.
Yeah.
In relation to feel like you feel that people are kind of acknowledging more, kind of knowing who you are.
Yeah, no, the acknowledgement has been there like since day one. Honestly,
okay. Shout out to the day ones.
Definitely grateful for that. But now it's more of a like expectation. So like people expect, you know, quality shit.
Facts.
And yeah, just living up to that expectation, like living up to.
Yeah, the reason I asked about that, I want to tie it into you recently getting verified. I was like coping out the comments and shit, and people were like being verified in the streets. You think that shit matters? You think verified matters? Because it's like such a hype. Like, hey, you verified. Hey, guess what? $11.99 metaverse. You could subscribe. Like, come on. But you think it matters?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. But like, it's kind of crazy to see how big of a deal.
Yeah.
Something like that is. It's funny.
Facts.
But nah, people like take that shit more serious. Like, if you verified check, they're like, okay. Like,
he's verified. Yeah, like he's official, I guess. But I mean, that shit just comes with it. And what would you say that shit didn't matter to you overall? Like in the sense of like you didn't really care too much about wanting it, because I feel like if you wanted, you could have had it.
I'm gonna just say this: it came to me. Like,
there we go, and that's how it is. That's how it is. It just comes to you. You don't gotta go through the extras.
Nah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want it. I wanted it for like business purposes. Like, it definitely, it's stamped. Yeah, pretty much stamped. Like, you know what I was doing. Shit, I had my Instagram for 10 years, and then.
Yeah.
It took 10 years. Like, people be hitting me like, hey, bro, how'd you get verified? Who I got to hit up? How much I got to pay?
And dang, it be like that. People be fiending for the checks.
And I was like...
the blue check.
I told somebody, I remember telling somebody, like, bro, it took me 10 years to get verified.
Yeah, like, what year you on? That's funny, but that's a fact. I think, like, regardless of the end fact, Cypress Moreno, you deserve the flowers 100%. You've been grinding. You've been putting in the work, collabing, putting people up, tapping in, breaking artists, year-to-year base, you know. And I think overall, thank you for being a part of Freeway Radio. We're very excited to see what you got. And overall, my listeners, they're all sorts of people, right? So what can you tell them? What can people remember Cypress Moreno by?
Remember me by shit, just be myself. I'd say, first and foremost, when you're around me, when you're with me, you get me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of thought I could put into that.
Facts. Last thing I'm going to ask you. Describe your beats in 3 words. Like, what would you say your music?
Music in 3 words. I'm going to say... my music in 3 words. That's a good one. Shit. I'm going to have to come back to that one. I got to really think about that one.
Okay. His music in 3 words. I would say, like, L.A.
Okay, we'll start with West Coast.
West Coast, okay. Second, shit. I would describe it as...
Because, like, I could think about it in more than 3 words, but, like...
Facts, yeah. Put you on the spot like that. But West Coast, I think heavy. I just want to say heavy. And I'm going to just say fun bounce. Like, that's kind of what I would categorize it as. But yeah.
That's good, though. I fuck with that. West Coast, heavy bounce.
Yeah, West Coast, heavy bounce. Like, heavy on the West Coast, heavy on the bounce. It's your girl, Jimena, Freeway Radio. Shout out Cypress Moreno. Make sure y'all stay tapped into the music, to the records, to the EPs, from him breaking artists to him doing the damn thing on the turntables. Thank you once more, Freeway Radio, on site, where you pull up and you interview the talents and the artists in their element.